Hey everybody! Today I am repping my Alabama Jack shirt, which is down in Key Largo, and it's really awesome. If you're ever down this way, please check it out. And in the spirit of Miami, I guess, aquaflage, I guess it's like camouflage, but for the water, my future mother-in-law is very big into turbis cups, so I have one of those. It has been raining or looking like it's going to rain for the past 3 days down here. So I am keeping it cozy. I did my makeup today though, so that's a plus. My hair obviously thrown back. But anyways, so today I want to discuss airplane rules and bachelorette party rules. Okay, kind of two different subjects, but this past weekend, I used to fly all the time. My boyfriend and I were long distance, and I haven't, since moving down here, flown at all. And I've been down here 3 months, so 3 months is kind of crazy for me not to have flown in the last couple of years of my life. But anyways, so we flew, or I flew up by myself and he flew back with me, and then I was in charge of a bachelorette party for the first time this past weekend, and that's how the two would go hand in hand for me. But if you want to just listen to the bachelorette party rules, you can skip to about the halfway point of this video. So, airplane rules. I know there have been list upon list upon list of things, and I really just have 3 key points that I feel I should discuss and mention. My biggest pet peeve about the plane, alright, and I know there's tons of people squished into a little space, and so there can be many issues. But numero uno is before you even get on the damn plane, go with your zone. And I know different airlines do it different ways. I fly with Delta all the time. They have zones. There's like first class, there's priority, there's infants and elderly, and then there's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. My biggest pet peeve is after they call for first class, everyone stands next to the gate. Like, everyone that's getting on this plane stands next to the gate, okay? Why? You're just going to have to stand there until everyone else is on and your zone's called. And not always, but usually it's zone 2, most of the time zone 3. The last people on the plane are the first ones standing up at that gate thinking they're going to get on any quicker, because they always get in the way. I usually fly zone 1, and you can't tell who's in line. You can't tell who's just standing there looking around. And then you have to excuse your way and weave and wobble, and then it's like, oh, look at me, I'm getting on the plane before you. When really it doesn't matter. If they would just stay seated for just a few more minutes, it would make the process a lot easier. It's like when you go to get off the plane and everyone stands up. People on the back of the plane, it's going to take you a while to get off. Doesn't matter if you're standing up or sitting down, you might as well keep your seat for a little longer, and people will get all like, ooh, I'm up first. My row's in front of your row. Ooh, I'm going to get off 5 minutes quicker. No, like 5 seconds maybe. Aye. Number 2, don't wear too many smells. And this applies to men and women, because men can be just as bad as women. Small compartment, people. Small. And I realize you want to smell good. That's fine. But done. Or just deodorant. Some guys' deodorant smells way more strongly than women's perfume. Just dial it back. Just a little. Just dial it back. Okay. Number 3, and I know this is one of the biggest pet peeves you'll read on any of the lists, is keep your feet in your space. And I understand if you've got a 4-hour flight and you're small like me, you can take off your shoes and put your sock feet in the seat in your little personal space. I try not to think of things like that, from when I sit down, I'm sitting in somebody's smelly feet spot, but whatever. It happens. No big deal. Keep it in your space. Don't put it on the seat in front of you. Don't stick them in your neighbor's space. Just keep your feet to yourself. Seems like common sense to me. I don't know. Not to everyone, apparently. Bachelorette party rules. Again, 4 simple things. I'm sure I could go on and on and on, but just simple things. Okay, so this is my first one, planning. And I went a little over the top, maybe, for the group of people, because it all depends on your people. These were mostly my people. A couple of them were the girl who was getting married, my best friend, her people. But for the most part, I knew everybody. So that was awesome. That was great. I know that's a benefit that most people do not get. Accommodate to them, though. So depending on, do they like plans? Do they like to do it formal? Everyone says it's all about the bachelorette, the person who's getting married, and it is. It should be. But when planning something, they should be priority, but everyone else should be like really close. Because if you plan a really formal event and 3 of the girls aren't into that, they're gonna wear what they want, and up to your preference if you're okay with that or not. That didn't happen to me. That's just a side note. But all right, so you're gonna go out for dinner, right? Tell everyone that dinner reservations at 7 instead of 7:30. Depending on the people, maybe 7 for 7:45 reservations. Because everyone's going to get there late. And that's okay. To an extent. Heck, we were right next door and we were almost late. We were like right there at it. Make sure at the end of the night that one of you is sober enough to make sure everyone makes it home. Common sense, right? I mean, somebody just has to suck it up and quit drinking at 1 instead of 3 or whatever it is. You know, just keep your mind. Just one of you stay just sober enough. Our little lady got a little hammered the last maybe 10 minutes. She was doing great. 10 minutes of the night. No big deal. Get her in a cab. Get home. We get to the hotel. We all get out. She's walking away, and we realize she's barefoot. Now, I know she had left the club with her shoes on. So as the cabbie's driving away, it's an Uber, I'm running down the street. Hey, excuse me. And he stops, open the back door, and yet, sure enough, she left her shoes in the back seat. No big deal. She would have been fine without him. But I was glad I could catch him for her. 2 other things, just as far as planning and stuff goes. We had ours on a weekday, and it was because the bride was coming in from out of the country, essentially, and her wedding was on Saturday. She got there on a Wednesday. It had to be during the week. She didn't want it to be Friday night and be hungover for a wedding. Makes sense, right? There are good things to this and bad things to this. Good side, downside. So the good thing is most people won't go overboard because they have to work. You also kind of weed out those who would like to go to a bachelorette party, would normally go on the weekend, not because they're your really good friend, but just because it's convenient. Sure, why not? Let's go. So you weed out people like that. The downside is some people will have to work regardless the next day, and some people will not want to join in all the festivities because of that. So that's just something to keep in mind. The other and last point I will make is, personally, I would have it far, far, far away. This limits people. Again, you knock out those people who would just come because it's convenient, not really because you're their friend and they want to celebrate with you. You also limit the fact that they can't leave early and you have to take off time from work. And really, it solidifies the people who want to be there for you and who want to celebrate with you. Just if you can. I mean, not everybody can do whatever, heck, do how you want. But that would be my suggestion for you. If you could have it a weekend getaway, go spend time with your girls, because so many bachelorette parties, it's a party for one night, which is okay, but you go hard and you go home and you feel like crap. That's alright, part of it. But it's one night and there's usually alcohol involved, and so it's so much is packed into one night, which is a tradition. I mean, if that's how you want to have it, but if you can make it a weekend away, even Friday to Sunday, just gives you way more quality time with your girls or your guys for bachelor parties, and you get to do so much more things. You get to party and you get to get drunk and do body shots or whatever you floats your boat. But you also could hang out on the beach or on the slopes in Aspen, and spend time with those girls and those people who have been with you for however long and developed such good friendships with. That would be my advice. Okay, I think you've heard enough for today. I hope I gave you something to think about. I don't know. But cheers. I'm going to get stuff done. See you next time.